Hey guys, Fossil here, and welcome back to my NBA 2K21 Best Build series, where I create the best builds to help you improve your game for NBA 2K21. Today, we're actually going to mix things up a little bit, and we're going with the point guard position this time. So I'm going to jump straight into it. This is going to be what I think is the best point guard, the most all-rounded point guard that can be used in the 2s, the 3s, and in Pro-Am. And yes, it is going to be the pie right here, half playmaking and half shooting. We're going to go with this one. We're going to jump straight into the physical profiles, and it's going to be speed, of course. If you're on a point guard, don't have to even question this one at all. Don't even have to even bother with the other pie charts. It's definitely the top pie chart here. Now, a lot of people like the slashing sharp last year, the BP build. This year, it's not as strong. There is an extra pie chart this year where it shows that it has more finishing than shooting, which will get you the higher ball control, but it still doesn't get those contact dunks. So I'm actually going to go with the play shot build here. Now to kick it off, we're going to max out our driving layup. We'll come back to finishing in a moment. We'll max out these categories. So we get 21 shooting badges. I'm going to max out pass accuracy, ball handle. Now I want to try and get through this build a little bit quicker because I know my build videos have been quite long and I don't want to keep you guys around too long. I want you to come in, get the information fast, and improve on 2K21 as soon as possible. So I'm going to try and get my max defensive badges, which is 10 on this build. So that's what I've got so far with 31 attributes left. Now, my point guard for my Pro-Am team, he's going to be running this build. Now, this is what he's going to go with. He's going to be maxing the playmaking, just so we can help out his team, get that dimer as well, and I think he's just going to max defense too here. So that's what he's going to be running with. 1 finishing, 21 shooting, 24 playmaking, and 10 defensive. Now I'm going to make a bit more all-rounded version for you guys, that because some of you guys might want to be able to do the occasional rim grazing dunk on the 2s or in the 3s, because keep in mind this build in Prime is being used with a paint beast, so it won't be driving inside too often. But I know a lot of you guys will be playing with poppers in the park, shooting bigs that is. So I'm going to just pull this down by 6 on the offensive rebound. It'll still keep us at the 10 defensive badges. Now we've got 6 attributes. If you don't think you need 24 playmaking, I'm going to pull that all the way off. You've still got 21 playmaking. That is still plenty. Now, if you want to get that driving dunk, yes, you have lost a few playmaking badges. This is just an option that I'm going to show you guys. The driving dunk can get to a 64, but here we got a 61, and eventually it will, once we adjust the height, it's going to drop under 60, but it will get back to 60 once you get to about 98 overall. So this is what I've got for like the most all-round version of the play shot. And yes, you only got 1 finishing badge, but trust me, you do not need it on this build. This is more of that Steph Curry build, shooting from deep, playmaking, breaking a few ankles, got some decent defense, and occasionally can finish inside if need be. So this is the one we're going to go with. You don't have to do that. You could take off driving dunk. You could put into post fade if you want more shooting badges. But as I showed you in my sharp lock video, I had 18, and that was plenty. So having 21, that is more than enough. So I'm going to use this. Yes, I did say you can go to the post moves, but for this purpose of this video, for the most all-round version of this build, I'm going to put it in driving dunk. So to the build, because it's a point guard, I might go a little slimmer. I'm going to go define this time, mix it up. Now 6'3", people will probably be surprised by this, but I'm actually going to go all the way down to 6'1". Now people would think that 6'3", 6'2", maybe even 6'4", but I'm going to go 6'1", increase that ball control, increase that speed, so we get that 99 speed eventually. So that's what I'm going to do for this build. Now with the weight, you obviously want to minimize the weight. If I go down to 160, I lose 5 on interior defense, but I can come back up to 165 where I get 1 interior back and don't lose any speed or anything else. So we're obviously going to go with minimum arms. So this is the only build that I really would go minimum arms, is the point guard. Other positions I'm always going max for my locks and for my centers. But minimum arms gets that 3 ball to 91. Yes, it drops away the driving dunk by 2. Like I said, once you get to 97, it will get back to 60. Now that ball handle is at 91, so just keep in mind that speed plus ball handle equals your speed with ball. So once we get to 99, we add +4. We're going to have a 95 ball handle on this build, 95 3 ball. If someone's got floor general, that can get up to a 99 ball handle, 99 3-point rating. We're going to get to that 99 speed once we hit 99 as well with Gym Rat 2. So this is a very quick build, and the defense isn't that bad. Like, perimeter defense, lateral quickness, and steal, that's pretty decent. You're gonna have an 80 steal eventually on this build with 10 defensive badges. So moving on to the takeovers here. Now, this is personal preference. Now, I'm just gonna quickly move the camera over here. We've got 3 actual decent options. For this build, I'm gonna go playmaking. I think it's the best takeover to get your teammates involved. If someone's got this takeover and you pass to someone, they should knock down the shot no matter what if they're open. Some people might want to do spot up shooter. That's still a decent option. Shot creating, if you want to get fancy, that's an option too. But me personally, in order, I'm going to go playmaking, sharp, shot creating. I think this is the best takeover, especially for breaking ankles, getting your teammates involved. It makes you even quicker. And it also will help you with your shot as well. Don't forget, these takeovers, they boost your stats for the playmaking area the most, but also your secondary stats are also increased by 5. So I believe it's for playmaking, everything will increase by 10, and then your shooting will increase by 5. Like for example, on the sharp, everything on the sharp shooting side will increase by 10, and the playmaking by 5. But for me, I want to go playmaking on this build. So this build is going to come out as a playmaking shot creator as it was last year. And as you can see, I said I wanted to make this build as a Steph Curry build. And right there on the side, we've got Steph Curry, Kemba Walker, and Mike Bibby. All right, so here we go with the badges. We've got 1, 21, 21, and 10. And like always, if I've just got the one badge, I'm definitely going Slithery Finisher. I think it's the best finishing badge in the game. So we've got 21 shooting badges. I'm going to go with the bronze catch and shoot, because most of the time we will have the ball in our hand being a point guard, but there will be times where we receive the ball back and we might want a bronze catch and shoot just to help us out. And I've gone Hoff for all other badges: Deadeye, Green Machine, Tireless Shooter, Range Extender, and Hot Zone Hunter. Hot Zone Hunter is the best shooting badge in the game. If you've got Hot Zones plus the Hot Zone Hunter badge, it will help you knock down shots by a huge percentage. It's definitely the best shooting badge. So if you've got minimal badges, you always want to go to Hot Zone Hunter. Best shooting badge in the game. Now, Deadeye, so you can shoot those quick shots while the defender is closing out. Green Machine to help you consistently green shots. Once you've greened a couple of shots, Green Machine activates and it allows you to green more shots a lot easier. Now, Range Extender, we want to be shooting as deep as possible. Like I said, this is a Steph Curry build. And then Tireless Shooter. Not a lot of people use this badge, but it's very important because sometimes as the point guard, you're dribbling around, you're exhausted all your stamina, you can't find someone open, the right play hasn't worked for you, so you might need to pull off a shot with no stamina, and this is going to help you knock down those shots under fatigue. We've got 21 playmaking badges. I'm going to go with the Hoff Ankle Breaker, the Hoff Needle Threader, Handles for Days, Quick First Step, and Unpluckable, and then I'm going to go Bronze Bailout just to help us when we get in a bit of a bind. And you've seen it plenty of times when Tycena's on the twos, he goes to that shot, he's contested, he just throws it out. Horrible badge, should not be in the game, but as long as it's in the game, we're going to be using it at least on bronze. And like I said, if I maximized my playmaking, I could have gone with a gold diamond too, but it isn't necessary. I feel that if you can shoot, time your shot, you know your jump shot, you do not need dimer. So I'm going to go with Needle Threader. Needle Threader is a great badge that makes you pass the ball through small spaces and get it through a lot quicker. Unplockables, so we can keep the ball, because the locks are very overpowered this year. We want unplockables high as possible, because these pure locks, they will be spamming square, and we want to be able to look after the ball as well as possible. Handles for Days, to try and keep a stamina for as long as possible. And then Quick First Step, that's a must. That's the most important badge for a playmaker in my opinion. We've got 10 defensive badges, which is actually quite a lot for a playmaking shot creator build. I've maximized the defensive badges because I feel that defensive badges last year were the best badges in the game. At the start of the year, a lot of people didn't make their playmaking builds with defensive badges, but I think it's super important. So I'm going to spread them out. There is no gold badges, but we've got a good platter of badges here. We've got Clamps. Chase Down Artist is super overpowered. Anyone can get a block. If you've got Chase Down Artist, at least bronze, it's going to activate those animations to get the chase down. I'll put it to silver to get a little bit of an extra boost. Intimidator at silver. Pick Dodger at silver, just in case you have to switch onto ball and allow you to get past those big screens. Rim Protector, so that you can actually hold your own slightly in the paint. You know, you will get dominated against the bigs, but if you get taken inside from another point guard, you can hold your own. And then Interceptor, so you can pick off a few lanes. Now you can change this if you want. You could put like a bronze pickpocket if you really wanted, but Personally, this is not really going to be guarding ball. It's only going to be guarding ball if you have to switch for a period of time, which may only be the last 5 or so seconds of the shot clock. So this is the best badge layout for the play shot on these defensive badges. So once again, I appreciate you guys coming through and supporting the video on this Playmaking Shot Creator, the best point guard build in NBA 2K21. I did things a little bit different in this video. I wanted to get through it a lot quicker, because a couple of my videos have dragged out. I do like to go into a lot of detail about these builds to help you guys make the best builds at the start of the game and not to waste any VC, any money, get straight into the game with the right build. But I've done a little bit different this time, made a few extra cuts to make the video shorter, to not take up too much of you guys' time. But I do appreciate you guys watching. There is a couple more build videos coming before the start of the game. And then once the game releases, I will be grinding reps super hard to bring you guys my rep videos, what rewards you get at each rep levels, and I'll be doing that on the PS4 and the PS5 plus Pro. I'm going to be doing a lot of things with NBA 2K21. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this build down below. Make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more NBA 2K21 content. I'll see you guys on my next video.